Okay, so in this video this time, yes, I'll discuss the differences between the rich, it's managing money, and the poor, who manages the money. And I'm talking here that, not just as a new person, yes, in the world of finance, in the investment world, but I've been poor across, yeah. I've seen a lot, various kinds of industries, yes, from the palm oil industry, from the nightclub industry, from the banking industry. And this was a lesson I actually took from, yes, conglomerate. We talk here. Top 10 is a lot of them. Many caves learned from the dragons. And here's yes. 3 things that I think really differentiate the principle of managing his money, the rich and the poor. So from here, from my personal experience and experience of the you can learn. Rich people believe that poverty is mindset and mindset. Yes, there is such a thing as structural poverty. Yes, it is difficult to get out, but it doesn't mean you can't do something to change your life for the better. With mature science and mindset, you guys can definitely better get out of your condition now. That's what you have to plant first. For his mind to be opened, to be able to receive the information that I will pass on. I will never promise you anything here. Getting rich is a very, very difficult game. Maybe from all of you watching here, 2.8 million people watched here who became rich. Maybe the real one is rich. 20, yeah. But I believe if you focus on, you guys are disciplined. Listen to what words come out of your mouth. Gua. Your lives will be a little better. Yeah, I'm not saying you can be rich, but your life is getting better, that's for sure. Not in the same 2 years, but in the 20 years that you guys lived. Yes, your life must be better. This is the most fundamental difference. First, yes, from the rich and also the poor. Yes, because I also have acquaintance of a poor person that I work with. Some are still. The group is poor. So I like the same. Chatting like that. I survey sometimes. I used to chat with the security guard. Sometimes I talk to a conglomerate. This is the most fundamental difference. The rich are investments. Poor people focus on consumption. So focus the life purpose of the money. It's different. Poor people are focused. Yes, he works. You get a salary. Pay installments. Pay the bill. Finished. That's the rest. Let's consume. Anyway, he's payday. Yeah. He paid the bill. After that, he continued to consume. Discharged that. Money is really fast. Out of the poor. As soon as the money comes, for example, a salary of 4 million comes. Pay the bill. This much. Left over, there's the last 400,000. This is watching movies and dating girls. Or, for example, there's the last 200,000. This is buy t-shirt. One poor man always thinks money as things to get out quickly. So they never feel the money is in their hands. The paycheck was immediately gone. Sanasini. There are little leftovers. They don't use it for investment, but they used again for validation, for consumption. Them very skeptical of words called investment. Because poor people are mostly stupid. So this poor segment is mostly, I call arrogant, stupid. But a lot of people are dumb. This is because of their stupidity. Are they fooled by fake investments? Usually examples are like trading robots are offered. This is a robot. Could be 10% a month. Poor people believe the most. Things are so who don't work. The easy one. But if you're asked, okay, investment, yes, you learn, yeah. The way the companies work is like financial statements. How to read it like this. Financial ratios are like this, how they read. Oh, hard, complicated. Dizzy don't want to. But this is a robot. 10% of them to their robots. They were tricked. The money is all gone. They never want their name again. They think all investments are scams. When Bitcoin came out, Bitcoin is a scam. When there was this property, oh, this must be a scam. Because they used to be fooled. Because of the stupidity they have themselves. They got the lure of a friend. His life is falling apart. The rich man saw money as a seed that can grow. Every single rupee that I produced from that still small cave. Cave think of seeds as that can cave. It grows to be a great tree in the future. How to, of this little money. It could be a mountain. Yes, you can. So money that makes money again. It's not money I spent on shoes. Rich people focus on growth. Assets that they own, not the stuff that they have. Example, yes, poor people. Here we talk. Poor people get payday. Yeah, when his paycheck goes down. This poor mindset will do what? Okay, there's this much left over from all these cave bills. Cannot, yeah. I installment used iPhone. Let me style. Photo in front. Glass or for the cave Pamarin in the counterparts of the cave office. Yeah. From, for example, 500,000 a month that I set use aside. This for even installments. Used mobile phones. If people with rich mindsets. Yes, they have different minds. OH out of this 400 equals 500,000. What I can do. Then I bought a mobile phone. Can I have ownership of the company? His iPhone is his Apple. Can I buy it? The shares. Why should I buy a used iPhone? Why I don't have a small ownership of Apple? Well, that's already fundamentals of very, very different thinking. The poor are very consumptive. The rich men hold the same thing called temptation. They can postpone the pleasure. Remember, wake up the asset first. That lifestyle later. Yeah, when you have enough. Why did I say rich people focus on building assets? I saw Warren Buffett. He earned dividends from Coca-Cola. It's bigger than all his directors. Work for life. There I know. Oh, I dream there. What if one day, Timothy the time, it's still small. Junior high school, he has 0.1. It was my dream, only 0.1 of the largest banks in the country. Wow, I think it's really good to count 0.1. OH, this must be how many tens of millions have his shares. Yes. Oh, dividend from this much. If, for example, 2% or 3% can produce this much. It's my dream from my little. I never dream of showing off to people. Want to show off this, show off it. Not a dream. I want to have 0.1 from a big company. That poor man. Use money as an escape. I mention in the pressure of life. So in life she was considered stressful, considered difficult. The money so turned into an escape. Oh, can I reward myself? Oh, can I buy it myself? I want to buy the shoes I want. I want to shop for the bag I want. I want to buy the clothes I dreamed of. It's a dream for me to show off. Your friend who actually doesn't care. Night, they all forgot the new bag. You don't care. The purchase of the poor is all. Yes, in my personal opinion, it's just the effect of social validation seeking. They are prestigious. They don't have a car. If I am in a pioneering position, cave ride Goyek, grab ride every day. Not a problem. I have no prestige. I'm still a wedding organizer. Cave around so property agent. Cave ride Oyek, just so. If you need to go to Jakarta, ride Transjakarta, not a problem. Prestige, where? Cave money, hundreds of millions ride of times Transjakarta. Yeah, when I have money. Income is not an asset income. I have an income. RP, 100 million. Spending, very probably age. Smaller than you guys. It's a testament to how much you guys style because of the 100 million that I made. 97.0000, 98 million if you can. That cave use cave planting. So invested. Be it company ownership. Yeah, right, that's good too. Bitcoin. I'm looking for a rare asset. If now there are more assets. Self-reward cave assets for private caves that are. Yeah, was the concept of paying yourself. When you have a salary of 4 million. Could work. Blame 400.000 or 1 million. 1 million units. You have to wear it. For what? 1 million units. Don't be careless. You only use it to shop for things that are not important. Do not use even for installments. To show off, have a good mobile phone. Self-reward cave. Self-reward cave. I have ownership of the company. I have an asset that is rare and desirable. The self-reward cave. Until this moment, you might think, oh, but you have a lot of fancy stuff. That's right, rich people. That I noticed, yes, it was consumptive. Use results of his investment. So the seeds he planted, so the tree is shady. The fruit is taken. What does he mean by eating? Rich people have shares. 100 billion in TBK companies. Dividend 3%. He gets 3 billion, for example, per year. That 1 billion he used to buy his Alphard car. Well, that's a rich man. Poor people, yeah. The money is 2 billion. 1 billion used to buy Alphard. Well, that's a poor man. Or him too. Only 2 billion assets. They Niacil Alphard. It's poor I'm people. Sure if you heard. There are people who say want to buy a car. This is actually easy. But I don't want to first. That means that must be a poor man. Because rich people, if you can afford an asset like that, it's his fruit from the tree. It was from a seed he planted 10 years ago. People who say, oh, haven't been able to, don't want to buy this. It is a person who does not have a tree. The one who already has the tree. That's a lot of fruit. He can use the fruit he picks to share with others. Yes, pick the fruit. Wear it to school. Pick the fruit again. Use Wake Up School. Because the tree is already shady. Poor people's lifestyle continues to increase. So his opinion is increased by the first 4 million, 6 million, dia 0, 10 million. Even his salary production is 10 million. Eating at a restaurant slightly more expensive, 20 million. Up again. He's 50 she million. Went up even more. He started installments BMW Series 3. That salary I bought 50 a car. Million. The first billion. That's when my assets are 100 billion. I made flowers from there. So remember, the conclusion from this first point is, poor people are busy. Search for validation. Rich people are busy how to make trees. That one will be very shady. Whose fruit can be used for itself, can be used for his family, can be fed to their children. It can even be useful for. This is someone else. The second point I caught from chatting just as much. Conglomerate. Not just a conglomerate. But we're talking about Rising Star, who is 30 years old, which is now most top. Yes, if in the 20s. I haven't seen any in these 30s, already a lot of racing stars, and the same old, maybe 70. Top 5 Paling Top 4 Paling Kaya. Rich people always have a plan. Poor people live what the rich are. What does it mean? Maybe you're confused a lot. What do you mean? R-I-C-H. Rich people always have a long-term What is his life like? He's the company wants to be made. Like what? Whether this company wants to be sold he or already not. Knew. One of the cave mentors, Mr. Toto Sujiri, once taught me like this. When he had Perusahan from software, the past, he considers that as artists making paintings. So there's no attachment in there. He already knew that he created this one company. It was his intention to sell this company. So the rich man was the long plan. From the beginning, he created already even paintings that would sell. If they want to work, even the rich. It already knows, yeah. Where is this career going? Want to take where his career? What kind of business do you want to develop? Do you want to be a lifelong business? Do you want to be a business? Paintings to be sold. Where the assets are placed, put in a country that... Where? What kind of protection? Defended as what? The poor man lives. There are no rules and there's no plan. He even plans to his son pay. His son went to school. To eat, he has no plans tonight. Why? Because like earlier, from the beginning had reckless money. don't have any skills, don't want to upgrade yourself, don't want to watch like this. Poor people have narrow and short minds. So when there's a sudden or urgent need, it's them directly overwhelmed and overwhelmed. The ends so fight if the poor man. Because when there's an unexpected who needed money, which he had no planning on, it's always a fight in the family. This cave, a little flashback. When the caves were poor. Yeah. Time Cave got a business. Yeah. Usaha Dagang Minyak Rabbit. Trade straw. That time that. The book is unclear. This book I call here accounting term. Yes, the book is unclear. I just think, okay, this can be this much money. This clean. I don't understand that language of business accounting at all. It doesn't understand. I had nothing planned. There is no projection of where the turnover is going. I don't know what working capital is. Kara Ingita. The right inventory. Or like, I don't know anything. As a result, his business went bankrupt. There may be people in this business for 20 years. Yeah. If you don't understand accounting, maybe your business never makes a profit. All this time, wrong profit. Used shopping. Finally, the business eroded. That's why so many businesses went bankrupt. The rich, it always has a short-term goal. Medium, same length. Short, how? Okay, this is planning. If there is anything in emergency in my company, this is how the cover. How intermediate. Where is my company going to expand? If you want to expand here, is it wise? This line of business that we have, if we expand into other lines of business, is this still in the same corridor? Long-term goals. Okay, if this is the treasure we have, 30 to 50 years old, how do we make this last 100 years? If the poor, I'm saying yes, maybe someone will comment, oh my gosh, you will live to be 100 it's not years old issue. Or not. It's called planning. Because the wise, it makes its planning until for his children later. So if poor people don't think, oh, what the hell are you doing? Like, you know, life is not the point. It too exactly. Why are you still poor? Poor people, when they get a salary. Yeah, he didn't have any planning. Thought, what do I use this for fun today? Yes, when people, for example, work. Yeah, this is a poor man and a fool. Yeah, poor, yeah, mixed stupid. He has a salary of 20 million after he paid the installments. Yeah, oh, what is this doing? He what to his 5-friend group. Okay, we want main LC. The money runs out there. He has no thoughts for his son too. His son is in his school. Future money. Education of his son. So a concept that should be planted by the poor is when it still has a little money. Have the right planning. Of every 4 million you get, at least 400,000 that YouTube. Yes, 800,000 is 1 better. 1 million is better for sure. Don't use it for weird kids. Don't use it just for overnight fun. Don't use it just for momentary pleasure. Poor people are mostly resigned. I call it surrender to fate. Ah, he is a rich man. Must be bad. Ah, he is a rich man. I am poor because my father is poor. They have that debt. The myriad reasons. Yes, the cave came from minus. Yes, I come from people who pay. Yes, I was put in school. That people say middle to upper. And I have to pay for my own cave school. I have to pay. Sissy, cave college. I have to pay for my sister's school. I have to pay for college. So there's no. The reason is that. There's no reason at all according to me. Because this is all just difference of mind. If you understand what I understand, your life must have changed. This is the third one, the last one, the difference that I think most crucial and the most fundamental of the rich and the poor. The rich man was thirsty as hell to learn, while the poor tend to be smart. Like I was talking like this, many will argue with me. So much right. I sometimes like to see smart comments. But the question, when you've seen people like me, It wants to sit. This is what you think of sitting at a meeting table. The cave is across. It's the same as coming to my office. Sitting next to the cave. Who would want to sit with you? People like caves. The answer is none. But with free access, you're just a free quota capital. Everything I don't pick up. Cost for you to pay me to eat here. Yes, pay for coffee. But I give you this access for free. But there are still skeptics. Why? Because poor people. I have a tendency to be smart. I'm telling you this. Personal cave and cave partner. Brocac. Yeah, we both spent maybe billions just to invest in the knowledge we have now. The total classes and books we bought are already billions. Everything you can think of I've ever bought, and I also have a lot of yes. The guys, even the older ones, are a little thirsty for knowledge, yeah. I have one friend. His name was Andrew. Partner in Holy Wings too. He had 2,000. Yes, the Pawn Outlet 2000. You can find it on the street. Maybe there you guys meet that. His hobby used to be join the workshop and attend the seminar. Every month he went to the seminar. Join the workshop. That sometimes he told me about that time to the story when she time ever asked. People even laughed at him because according to that, the question is simple. But he's okay. He's not ashamed to ask because he really wants to know and he is thirsty for knowledge. My personal example. Sometimes I bought an online class for hundreds of millions per year. There is an online class. Hundreds of millions a year. I bought the cave already know 99% of the material because I'm not a kid either. Yesterday afternoon in the financial market, I already know 99% of the material, but 1% new material. For the cave, pay 100 from the capital cave. It's worth it for the cave, so you have to understand this. Even conglomerate, they want to learn the same young people. Yes, even my older partners are 3,738. They still want to learn with the cave. Still want to ask. When people look outside, oh, they are definitely no better than caves, but maybe a thing or two that they knew from the cave. It's amazing for them. Poor people, I never had the thought to learn. They think they're the smartest. They know it all best. No one can tell them anything. Okay, you're rich just because of hockey. Just because you're like this. I am poor because of circumstances. Because this is structural. Rich people consider money as something that can be mastered, not just hockey. When I have friends have an e-commerce brand, he's the same. He bought one 250 million workshop in the story yesterday. Of the cave. What is obtained? Oh, many teams. Can this. How to add value in the product. How to supply chain like this. They are willing to pay expensive for the science that they have not mastered. Example, you have an e-commerce brand. You turn over 100 million. There's a 5 million class. Yeah. Teach you how to make your business more efficient. 5 million. Then next month turnover, you become 200 million. That's the 2x leaders. You will not meet in a financial market like that. This is an example we will take. I am directly in the financial market. There are people. Yes, we call it. This has $500 million. He bought your class. Cost 10 million. So from 500 is less to 90, 4. Yes, while there are people B. The same is 500 million. Yeah, have money 500 million. He doesn't want to buy gas. She's the smartest. Yes, he's an investment. Investacy. His money lost 250 million in 3 months. Yes, sure. There are already people watching who are experiencing the same. You think you're the smartest. You can learn from YouTube. 250. The money is gone, while the money was finally 1 billion. Because studying the 1 to a billion. The money is missing. 250. I just don't want to buy a 10 smart ass class. You guys imagine. It's a phenomenon I see in this country. That's what I love so much. Buffett is famous to read 500 pages a day. He likes to read 500 sheets every day. Until now. And he always says the most important investment you can make is investment science. That's why I'm so confused. The Indonesian, when his friend wanted to upgrade himself, come to the workshop. That friend joined the community. That friend of his buy online classes. It's said in this country. This is an online class. Even the ones that make class is also said in this country. Example, Uradali. It's got Bridgewater. He also sells information books. The book is not cheap. At 500,000. I have never seen insults abroad. Oh, this is a book sale. Yes, there may be. If it's on TikTok, it's the comments of Pakistanis. There may be, but in America, there is no. In Singapore, nothing like that. There is no Korea either. In Switzerland, there are no such things. It only exists in highly developed countries, with the contents of his people very, very stupid. Because they hate science, and they feel like they're smart. Ah, this guy is a class salesman. Ah, this guy. Buy class, that buy said. Those who want to teach are also said to be. The rich are more focused on buying knowledge. Poor people. Yeah, that's the focus. Bought shoes for him to show off in Tongkrongan. Poor people. Busy to scorn others who want to upgrade themselves. Harvard also sells science. Redalio also has a class. He's got class on one platform, Master Class. Where is he? Get royalties every time people watch that video. But does he need the money? No one knows. Maybe he used it to donate. He used it for other things. But if in Indonesia, so it's not a good thing. Considered a very negative. You know what? Even Warren Buffett is also a class buyer. He bought the class of the carnage. So Warren Buffett was learning public speaking. Bisa Ingomong. Like and share. It's because he took a class how to speak public. From his public speaking, what can be done is whether he can influence a lot of people. Even Charlie Manger is famous. He is a loyal follower Cialdini, yes, who made the book influential. If you know, that's what they do, so that people will believe it too. With the public, their persona. I believe in his track record and invest in its shares in Barcelona. Of the results, he bought the class. Even he said it's the best investment that he ever did in his entire life. His ability to finally be able to. Good public speaker. Poverty, you have to remember, it's not just about the account. But poverty isn't the way you all think. So if you guys ever think like that, this doesn't want to. Investment science. That's probably why you'll be poor for life. That's why you never hang out in the group of rich people. So I'll summarize it briefly, yeah. The first, the rich are the focus of investment, not consumption. The rich man had a plan. Poor people, life ingasal aya, what it is, and the third. Rich people invest in science. They are thirsty for knowledge, while the poor, that's a smart ass. So why I simplify like this video? Because I want this can be watched for the next 100 years. Because I believe in these principles. This is already out of the hundreds that the cave chat with people. Cave reiteration with myself cave. Only 3, yes. My conclusion is indeed only these 3. You do these 3. Be consistent in your field for 20 years. I believe, yeah, your life will change because the cave is right here. I'm in a different phase of life. I'm not here to. I make money from me turn on the camera. Like I said earlier, my tree is already shady. I have a lot of fruit. Yes, my investment is also just simple. Yes, I have a great company. I have some companies. I don't need to do all this. But what am I doing? For what for? Return gift. Yes, to this nation, so that the future, those of you who manage to plant the seedlings into trees, do not divide the fruit into caves. I have a very shady tree. Please share it with others. Whether you guys have a call in health, might have a calling like me in education. Yes, you guys might help later wake up school too. Or have a call on how to clean up. Food is each yes. There's a possible in the health. There's a possible in education. Somewhere else. Maybe he's an orphan. I want you to be useful with the fruit. You guys plant. Use the knowledge that I love here. Yeah, so I hope this video can be useful. And you guys can focus on planting seeds to be a tree shady in the future.